their beloved Auburn Tigers. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on a team from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Auburn will kick it off to get things started. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Guys, let's step back here and chat Virginia Tech. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win, and if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room, so important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. The play-action fake. Under fire. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Let's take a moment here and talk a little Virginia Tech. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. And this defense wanted to get off the field on the opening drive, keep the offense from establishing momentum. They did better than that. They took the ball away.
Yeah, you got to set the tone, right? On defense, early in this game on the opening drive, you're trying to kind of draw a line in the sand saying, look, this is who we are. This is what we came to do. We're going to be more physical, and we're going to take the football away. And a play like that, it just galvanizes and energizes the rest of the team.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets them up, makes the big play out to the left.
Leaves it with the back. Finding open areas. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wide receiver going in motion. Give to the running back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. He'll try to get it through the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. Trying to keep this drive alive. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
They'll try the outside to the left. There he goes. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
Not overly complicated, not something the OC spent the whole summer designing. I take the ball and I toss it to my fast guy, get him on the perimeter, block it up good. My wide receivers commit to blocking, and boom, make a big play.
The Hokies come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Right back to the well. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Guys, let's step back here and chat Virginia Tech. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right, and having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking down the middle. It's caught downfield. Makes the grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
And the Hokies, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They'll run it. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. He's picked up 49 yards for him on the ground now. What a first quarter for this guy. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Right back to the well. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Hokies. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Florida sparkled today in a dominant road win. In fact, by the 4th quarter, it almost felt like this game was being played in the swamp. That's how much they took that crowd out of it. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's going for the big play. Snatches it on the run. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
Well, I'll tell you, there are a lot of coordinators out there that would want to set up the shot, especially on the first play of the drive. Maybe run the ball, and then a few plays later, go play action, make it look the same before shooting it downfield. They just did it right away on first down, first play of the drive. If you get the matchup, take the shot. That's exactly what happened. Nice job.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll try the run. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Tigers, dating to the days of Shoot Jordan and Pat Dye, love to keep the ball on the ground.
And the stadium goes nuts, and the eagle flies, and everybody's happy. Run the football.
Brings it inside the 10. Touchdown, Auburn. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
Yeah, this offense, man, they look good. They looked great last week, obviously putting up huge numbers. Again this week, coming out the gates in the first quarter with the scoring drive. This offense is putting the college football world on notice.
And the extra point is good. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's the handoff. Creates a little space. Got enough for the first. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Gives it on the option. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Power football with the run.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Hauls it in. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
They punted away on 4th down. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Last time they had it, they were backed up in their own end, marched right down the field and scored, and now they'll try to do that once again. He's looking deep. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22.
Hey, he's just kind of proven that he's difficult to defend. When I'm playing defense, and we've seen him have success throwing the ball through the air, but now
breaks into the open. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Auburn to the line in a hurry. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
The Tigers are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tiger! Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last run.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 25. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Got a little space. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback moving. Trying to make magic with his feet. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
Got the first down and more. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. Fundamental football with the Hokies. We talk about special teams, but the running game has always been part of their DNA.
And when you continue to find guys at the running back spot like David Wilson and those guys that you can feature, you can give them the ball, establish that physicality, establish that playmaking, it gets everything rolling for this offense.
And some room to work. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They've been running it, but now the pass. Quickly complete. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referee signal for the 2-minute timeout. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His 2nd interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Auburn lines up quickly. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4. Trying to beat the DT. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the 4th down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
And that's a situation right there where the quarterback is just taking what the defense gives him. The defense is taking everything.
Turning it on! Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Headed to the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
And the ground game comes through for this offense just in the nick of time. Clock ticking down in the first half. They punch it in and a chance to tie this football game.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And he's going to bring this one out. start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quarterback adapting. Going right and going deep. And he bats it away and falls incomplete.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Quarterback making checks. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Plucks it out of the air. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Looking to scramble. Going to try to get it himself. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. This time he's got his man. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3-spot on the board. Splits the uprights. Good. And they've regained the lead. That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. They're on it. They recover the onside kick, and they get it right back. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
To the ground with the running back. Past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
On the snap, it's Miranda. And he forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Fakes the grab. No chance to run, but still a good gain.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Snap. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long, and here on third down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
First down in the red zone, and this crowd imploring its defense to stand firm. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies! And that one will give them the lead. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Ball State is just getting blown off the field right now. I mean, like them or hate them, I think anyone would agree this is tough to watch. They're trailing by 20 to Houston. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
They'll keep it on the ground. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. To the ground to try to move the chains. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line.
But when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on 3rd down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
Oh, they're after him! And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
And the Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Rush is on him. He's going to run it. Crosses the 30. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
Well, I think you're seeing a lot of resiliency from this quarterback these last couple of plays. Got sacked on 1st down. It's 2nd in California, and that last scramble, I know it didn't get the first, but it at least makes this 3rd down a whole lot more manageable now. Let's see if he can make a play here and keep his offense on the field.
Despite coming up short on the previous 2 fourth-down attempts, this offense will try it here again. Unloads to the wideout. Converts on 4th down. Still going. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem.
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. That throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
They'll send the back in motion. Running into the open space. Makes a pass to Marker. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
It's 1st down from the 37-yard line. The give to the back. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The Hokies can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll give it to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the 1st down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. It's complete to the left. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. That's it for this period, and it's Virginia Tech on top. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They'll go to the ground. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. Let's take a moment here and talk a little Virginia Tech. Given the unrest surrounding this guy's future as the head coach, this would be a great way to get the season started.
Man, you want all the momentum you can get, and you want to quiet people down. You don't want it to get louder. The louder those murmurs talk about hot seat, and you have a tendency to lose your football team. It's a distraction. You have to talk about it all the time. So always nice, Palmer, to get off on the right foot.
You just got to be able to drown out the outside noise, right? Easier said than done. And with this win in week 1, they're going to silence the critics. But make no mistake, he's going to go into that locker room and say, everyone that's been talking trash about us all offseason, they're going to love us now. Don't pay any attention to that. All that matters is what's in this locker room. They've got to take that attitude forward.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. On the direct snap, it's Miranda. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on 4th down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10.
Yeah, and if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
And the Hokies getting set on 1st and 10. DB's right up on the receivers. Scrambling away. And the quarterback brought up 2 and sacked at the 12.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Second and long. First down marker just short of the goal line. Starts to scramble to the left. Lets it go to the end zone. Caught. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get a grip.
Sneak gets it done.
And both sides of the ball late in the football game coming together. Defense forces the turnover. Offense punches it in. 2-possession lead in this 4th quarter.
And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point 4th quarter lead. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So here comes the Auburn offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Now on 2nd down. He might want another play. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Dumps it to the back. And it's complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Dances away. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the 2nd half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Right on the money. Has plenty for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 28. Auburn lines up quickly.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go.
He tries to take the top off. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another 1st down.
Man, that's just what this defense did not need. Late in the football game, up by a couple of scores, you just can't give up the big play. And listen, that was a contested catch, but we got to get guys on the ground. Can't give up explosive. Let that clock tick and preserve the lead.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
You got to love what you've seen from the defense in this game, too. They knew coming into this one against this quarterback, being as talented as he is, they were going to have to be really good in coverage on the back end, and that's been the case all game long. They have never let it be easy for this quarterback.
Ball down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. The Tigers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. On the run, still looking. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, they're not able to hook up on that throw, but they need to score now. At this juncture of the game, this late in the game, they need a touchdown, they need an onside kick recovered, and they need to score again if they're going to win. The sense of urgency is just off the charts.
Races down to the 2 and stopped just short of the goal line as he goes out of bounds. Auburn comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Auburn!
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a 1-possession game. We've got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
From the gun, looking for a man. He's in there for the 2-point conversion, and now they're within a field goal.
It ain't over till the fat lady sings. They needed that 2-point conversion so that they could get this thing within a field goal. Now you've got to go out and execute the onside kick, get it back, and then it's all going to fall on the kicker.
Just got tighter, and you just don't want to make a mistake here, David.
Especially in the 4th quarter. Remember, you're still leading this ball game. You're still going to execute the same way, Palmer. Don't get frantic.
Don't get frantic, but I would like to see them stay aggressive, too. You put a touchdown up on the board here, and this goes back to being a 2-possession game.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab on the left. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He'll pull it down and run. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Hokies will line it up on 1st and 10. The give, and tick, 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 tick. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Moving out of the pocket. Quarterback's got the first. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down.
You got to keep drives alive late in the game. When you're starting to get in the 4th quarter and it's a 1-score game, you got to do whatever you can as that quarterback to scramble around, get extra plays, extra first downs. Really nice job there by the QB.
You already have the lead. Scoring is always good, but milk the clock and it will be your friend. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a 2-possession game. And guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring it out. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. To the air on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some 1st downs and march down the field.
Here's the pressure. Gets rid of it. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
I think at this time, you just have to throw caution to the wind. You're down by a lot. You're deep in your own end late, so you're just going to be throwing it. The defense knows it. They're pinning their ears back. You're going to have to get rid of it early. Someone is going to have to step up and make a play, and that's going to have to happen a couple of different times if you're going to win this game.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Under fire. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, and still on his feet. The offense uses a timeout, 15 seconds left to play. How about that one? 4th and forever, and he just turned one loose and fired it for the 1st down.
Man, does that sting defensively. You get him in the perfect situation. You know they're going to pass the football. You play the ball deep, and you give up a deep pass. That is a back-breaking play.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and to hit that time, help force the incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. A deep throw as the clock winds down. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And you want consistency from your quarterback, man. You don't want the up and down. You don't want the roller coaster. And last week, man, you had the highs of highs, and now this week, just off. He's all over the place. He's not completing the ball at a high percentage, and you just want to find some middle ground and some consistency so this offense can find out exactly who they are. And
throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
How about the bomb by the offense? The Hail Mary, they go deep. The defense knows it's coming. But where are they? Where is the defense? You got to stay as deep as the deepest and make sure this doesn't happen. The Hail Mary to success.
It's incomplete as the 2-pointer fails, and I guess unless they were concerned about games of chance, there wasn't really a reason to try to do that, but this game is over.